On Nationwide this evening, cut in Irish stone, the craftsman whose sculpture in stone remembers the Irish hero who was Thomas Ashe. You're welcome back to Nationwide, where this evening we're focusing on stone and stonework. And our next story takes us to Lusk and North County Dublin and a sculptor who's based there. Our reporter Valerie Waters has been finding out about his work and his admiration for 1916 hero Thomas Ashe.
People who live in North County Dublin will be familiar with the sculptures of Paul Darcy. These seals in skerries made from Portuguese limestone are on the main street. And in nearby Rush, this theatrical piece made from reconstituted cement is in the garden of the Millbank Theatre. Paul Darcy is also a painter. He was commissioned to paint vegetables by the food producers Country Crest in Lusk.
The paintings in Country Crest were paintings that were designed and composed to show an appreciation for food. So there's almost a religious element to them, and there's also a cosmic element to them.
He needs 2 studios in which to work. This is his painting studio near his home in Skerries.
They're 2 different environments. Painting studio is really quiet and has kind of a contemplative air about it, whereas the sculpting studio tends to be far more noisy, far more dirty and dusty, and far more physical. And that's why I like to paint and sculpt. I need both of them, because sometimes if you're only painting, you just get this energy build-up that you need to release, and hammering away at a bit of stone releases it.
The people of Lisbole pay tribute to their fallen hero, Thomas Ashe, teacher, piper, language activist and a central figure during the Easter Rising.
In September 2017, a bust of Thomas Ashe made by Paul Darcy was unveiled in Lisbole, County Kerry. And here at his sculpting studio in Lusk, County Dublin, is where Paul made another statue of Thomas Ashe, who is wearing the uniform of the Black Raven Pipe Band.
This is a limestone block. It comes from 3 castles down in Kilkenny. For me, it was really important that it was an Irish company, that it was Irish stone, to support an Irish man. As a rule, community councils and Chamber of Commerce and everything come to me with a project. This project was me going to the community because I had such strong feelings for the man. So instead of somebody commissioning me, I went to them. So I went to the council and I went to the GAA and Lusk Heritage and that, and I said, look, this man has to be celebrated and I want to do this, and we need to set up and work together to make this happen, which thankfully it has. It has been a long road. I've been working on it for a year, from the raw block to what it is now, and so I'm very pleased with it. I'm very pleased with what we've done.
A recent publication about Thomas Ashe by Micheál O'Morán was very helpful to Paul, as it has images of his hero and valuable historical information about Ashe's life.
Over the last year, I've done some very in-depth research into stories about him that have been handed down, into this book that Micheál had. I've even visited the library in Tralee, where they have archived his pipes and his uniform and physical things that belonged to him.
Thomas Ashe was a leading figure in the 1916 Rising, having led the 5th Battalion of the Irish Volunteers, the Fingal Brigade, at the Battle of Ashburn during Easter Week 1916. The following year, Ashe died as a result of efforts to force-feed him while on hunger strike in Mountjoy prison.
When he was imprisoned, and his death created a huge furore within the Irish public. Because he was treated so badly by the prison authorities and the doctor in terms of the force feeding, when that news got out about how he died and how painfully he died, it changed the mindset of the Irish people. So much so that it created more support for the idea of independence. Ash, like Pearse, was a very cultured person, and what drove him in 1916-17 was the culture. That's what drove him, and for me, that's what made him a special hero.
Paul Darcy's statue of Thomas Ashe was unveiled in late September 2017 and is standing outside the Round Towers GAA ground, which Ashe also founded in Lusk, County Dublin.